about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free.
Supposed to leave West Palm this morning. We didn't. One of our buddy boats had a little engine trouble, so we stayed. And that was a mistake only because it is crazy the amount of boat traffic and all the wakes generated that go on out here in Florida, most of the ICW on the weekends. And today is no different, even though it's COVID-19. There are just tons of people out lighting up the world. Trying to get the dinghy motor on was almost ended with a dinghy motored at the bottom of the harbor, and me getting my head banged. But you know, luckily so far my head has proven to be harder than most steel on a dinghy motor. Anyway, we're headed to shore to get some groceries being delivered from Publix and via Instacart. This is take 2 of trying to leave West Palm. We didn't get out yesterday, and mainly one of our buddy boats had engine trouble, and so now we are trying again. Headed up to Fort Pierce just for today. Then we think we'll do it overnight, maybe tomorrow, to get around Cape Canaveral, but not sure. We slowed down a little bit just so we can let these paddle boarders get by. Don't like waking people. Potty one time. And you know, when we're sailing the coast, some of the inlets, if you have kind of an east wind opposing tide, it gets kind of rough. So we're trying to make sure we time it to be there about 5 o'clock. It should be a little bit before slack tide, but we want to make sure that kind of ebb has died down, so that we don't have any rough conditions going in. I doubt we really will, just because the wind's so light, but you know, just one of the things we think about when we're going offshore from place to place, almost anywhere, is making sure that we have the benefit of rising tides. Almost every time we sail up this coast, we catch fish. Sadly, almost every time it's bonita, but last year we caught a really nice and delicious mackerel, and we hope to do the same this time. If not, get something a little bit better, maybe a tuna or a mahi. And I don't think we're going to be close enough to the Gulf Stream where I believe the mahis are hanging out. So we'll get what we get, and hopefully it's just edible instead of something. That was pretty cool. You think you're just gonna go out there, land near a reef, and start fishing? Wonder where he's going, man. Maybe the Domino's pizza delivery out to the Gulf Stream. I know, the water did clear up a little bit. Once we got a little bit north of Jupiter Inlet, the water changed color a little bit. It's not Bahamas clear, but it's way better than it was. The beaches here in Florida are supposed to be open, but I don't know if it's different county by county, but every once in a while we'll scan the beach looking for people with binoculars. You don't see them. So no one's really out there. A lot of boaters out though. There's a lot of people fishing today. But we're headed north. Motor sailing. We're only getting like 6 knots of wind. Not really enough to sail. Probably got another 3 hours till we get to Fort Pierce. And we're just gonna stay the night there, hopefully. And if there's no wind tomorrow, we will probably motor up the ICW to get around Cape Canaveral. If there is wind, then we'll go offshore. We're always chasing that wind. We're tired of motoring, but we got to make some progress north today, so we have no choice. But we've been doing a lot better not motoring yet. We really fly through Florida. Fort Pierce, then up the ICW for a little bit to go to Cocoa Beach. After that, we head to New Smyrna, Florida. We've covered our travels on the ICW in other videos, so we don't really want to cover it in this one. And one of the reasons we're going so fast is we have guests arriving at one of our destinations later in the month. We stayed in our familiar anchorage in New Smyrna, near the yacht club. But to stay on schedule and to relax a couple of days in St. Augustine, it was another early start for us. It's early morning, and we are up just before sunrise. Just packing up pieces of the boat. We're going offshore today. Not far, but about 50 miles from the inlet here, Ponce de Leon Inlet, up to St. Augustine. We got to St. Augustine early in the afternoon and picked up a ball in the North Field. We have 2 other videos on St. Augustine, so check those out if you want to see the site. We stayed a couple of days in St. Augustine, but we really wanted to make it to St. Mary's, and we had guests coming to visit us in Fernandina Beach, so we had to press on. You get all this traffic noise on the Bridge of Lions. This is our last night in St. Augustine. Tomorrow we're heading out. Probably another ICW day. And there, Ventolines.